Hey, good morning. The slept good, didn't get the knock on the door. So I'll take you out. I just took her out to do her duties. I gotta give her breakfast here. And I'll take you out, show you where I spent the night. It was a little creative. It was a little stressful. I couldn't see anything. With that torrential rain, it was hard to see during the day, never mind when the sun went down. So I had to find a spot by, I don't know, 6:30, I think we found a spot, because it got dark here like at 5:30. It was getting dark, and by 6:30, I couldn't see anything. And there's nothing out here. I mean, way out in the boonies. I went through a major city called Holy Springs. Pretty developed, actually. The Arkansas University was there in this town. But I don't feel safe in cities that I've never been in. I just don't know the good areas from the bad areas. A lot of the little stores had bars on the windows, so that kind of told me could be a sketchy area. So I just kept driving, and I'm way in the country here. And I came to this little intersection that had a Dollar General and a mom and pop gas station. And right next door was an auto parts store, kind of old auto parts store, country-ish auto parts store, and a fuel depot, like heating oil fuel depot for tanker trucks. Country style, not industrial. So I just pulled in there. I'm behind the auto parts store. Nobody bothered me. So, I mean, I'll take you outside, show you where I ended up. I was trying to get to a church. I was just going to stay in the church. It's like every mile is a Baptist church. But with it being dark, traveling, 40, 50 miles an hour, by the time I noticed the church, I was already past it. And a lot of them didn't have lights on, so it would have worked out if I had picked one in the daylight. But try to find one that had a decent parking lot off the road, away from the road, was tough in the dark. So that's an option. I've done that before. I've stopped in church parking lots. Nobody bothered me. I just tucked myself in a back far corner, and I was out by 8 o'clock the next morning, 7:30, 8 o'clock the next morning. I've done that a couple of times, and again, no problem. But it just didn't work out last night. It was too dark for me to find one. So just pulled behind the building, right next to dumpsters. I knew it was Sunday, so they weren't going to be doing any trash collection at the wee hours of the morning, so I was all set there. So let me feed her. I'll take you outside, show you where I ended up. All right, here we are. That's the little pot store right there. I don't want to walk out by the street. Dollar General across the street. Actually, there are homes around here. I didn't even know that at night. This is the fuel depot here. I just pulled right in here. Just a little parking spot behind the dumpsters. That's the gas station right there. Yeah, you just do what you gotta do, Tucked away. I look like I belonged here. I was like one of the oil trucks, maintenance truck. All right, so an idea for you. Yeah, see, they must maintain gas stations, although I wonder if this must be part of their gas station. That's the fuel tanks for the station. Yeah, because there were the old pumps right there that they took out and replaced. So this is for the station. All right, I'm gonna make my coffee. We're hitting the road. We'll see where today brings us and how creative I get tonight. Okay, guys. All right, waiting for to defrost, and here comes the sun. We're right there, coming up. Beautiful sunrise. Man, it rained all last night again, but I saw on the news that just south of here, South Texas, South Arkansas, that whole area down there got nailed with tornadoes, and I was on the northern edge. I mean, I went through that. That squall line was nothing to brag about. That was pretty intense. And down south was even worse. So I'm glad I missed that. I'm glad I took the northern route. But not a cloud in the sky. Temperature's down. It's 42 degrees. So it got a little cool here this morning. It went from yesterday was, I don't know, what was it yesterday? 60 something, 68, 66. And then during the storms, it went down to 54, 53. I knew it was going to get cold this morning. Once that cold front went by, tonight it's going to get really cold. I think the next, not tonight, but the following night, it's going to be down to 29 here in this town right here, 28 in this town. So I'll be south, further south. So I got a few days to kill. I'm kind of a little bit ahead of schedule. So we're going to go to Goose Island State Park, which is in southwest Texas, right on the Gulf. I have a friend who is the caretaker for that state campground. So we've been texting back and forth. I'm going to go visit him and his wife. I met them last year, and when I was in Colorado, they were the caretaker of a state park up there. They said it was too cold for them. They were going to their next contract was going to be in a warmer climate. So yeah, they're way down. They're almost down by Brownsville, way down, the furthest southern tip of Texas on the Gulf. Goose Island isn't that far, but it's way down there. It's it's down there. So from there, then I'll just go due west to Big Bend later in the week. What's today? This is Sunday. Okay, so you'll probably see this a week from today. I'll be 1 week behind in my videos. So that's where we're heading. I have it's all back roads. I deleted the interstates. I'm gonna go around Houston. I'm gonna go to the northwest side of Houston. We're gonna go around Houston and then drop down into the Gulf Coast states area from there. So let's see where we end up. I may not get there tonight. It says 10 hours, and then you add a couple of hours for fuel and food and stuff. So I will probably not get there tonight. We'll get there tomorrow morning or noontime. I think check-in's around noon or 1, something like that. But anyway, we'll although there are some free camping on the Gulf further north, just south of Houston. So maybe we'll spend the night right on the beach south of Houston on the Gulf. That might, yeah, that sounds like an idea. I could do that. So let's see where we go today, what stops we have. I love this non-interstate travel. Yesterday, right after I filled up where I was, I went through another town, $2.89 for diesel, $2.89. I cannot believe it. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully getting into Texas fuel will be even less. We shall see. All right, we're gonna hit the road. Why did this guy pull in? Uh-oh, I might be in trouble. What's this guy doing? He parked there and just stared at me. Uh-oh. I'm leaving anyway. I'm leaving. Okay, let's hit the road. Nice little quiet spot. Didn't get the knock on the door. 7:30. Okay. Yeah, auto parts. That's an auto parts store. Okay. Let's see if I can sneak over here. Yep, no traffic. Am I going the right way? Yep.
Continue on US 79 south for 21 miles.
Kingsland. That's the next town we're going to. Kingsland. All right, guys. Talk to you later.
Your route may be affected.
All right, guys. This was a long day. Oh man, boring. I forgot I had to go through Illinois. Oh, it's in Arkansas. I forgot there was another state before Texas. So I'm in Texas. Made it. I'm in the Davy, Crockett National Forest at a state campground. Ratcliffe State Campground. $10 a night with water, electric, and shower. So I'm going to stay here for 4 days, and then I'm going to head to Big Bend at the end of the week. This is Sunday the 29th. So I got to get to I got to get down to my campsite at the end of the week here. Yeah, nice. There's like 3 loops here. This loop is the only loop with power and water, or power rather. There are other loops. There's a tenting loop with spigots. Not every site has water here either. It's like 1 spigot for every 6 sites or something like that. And they have this is the 4 loops, I think, 4 loops. And this is the only loop that has power. There I am right there in the woods. Yeah. So this will be good. A lot of hiking trails here. They have gators here. We're on a pond, and they got signs. Gators are active. I didn't know those gators in northern Texas. So got to keep an eye on Molly. So I'm going to check out. I want to check out the showers here. Let's see what we got going on here. For paying customers. Oh yes, I'm a paying customer. That one's locked. Let's see what Molly over here. Oh, let's see what we have. Oh. Yeah. Do we need? Oops, nope. So we don't need, I don't think there's heat in here though. No, there's no heat. I should have checked to see if there was hot water. Molly, hey! Well, maybe there is. There's a fan going up there. Yeah. I don't know if there's water, if there's hot water. This should be. Alright, where am I? I'm over here. Okay. So, anyway. That's my plan. So I will, tomorrow I'll get out the bike, we'll ride around, I'll take a, oh, I'm gonna have to clean up on aisle 2, here we go. Okay. Oh, alright, I'll get back to you guys later. Alright, got a mess this morning, boy. My freezer just died. I had to throw away all my food. Evidently, it was the meat. When I opened it up, it smelled. So all the meat was going bad, and I had maybe $30 worth of chicken and no steak in there. But I did have a package of sausages, chicken, a package of pork chops, and then a few bags of frozen veggies. So it wasn't a big loss. It's just that the freezer's a big loss. What a piece of shit this is. So let me show you. Do not buy this here 12 volt. It's the Burgess 12 volt. Look at it, 51 degrees. I put a thermostat on the inside. Number 3 is my remote. 56 degrees on the inside of the freezer. Yeah, it's been running now for a few hours, so it should have gone way down by now. It's not. So I'm going to have to turn this into an ice box until I get home, and then it will be going in the dumpster. Because I have 2 nice ice chests at my house, so I'm not going to buy one here on the road. Yeah. It's always something. Always something. So, I mean, it's just a minor inconvenience, so I'm going to have to go back to buying ice. And this will probably hold 1 small bag of ice. I'll get 3 days out of ice. Every 3 days I'll have to buy a bag of ice. And I'll use this as just like I said, a nice chest. I'll just put stuff in there, drinks and stuff that I'm going to eat within a couple of days. I'll put it in there to keep it chilled. But yeah, what a mess. A whole van's, my whole van is upside down here. Well, that was on the floor. So I had to get it off the floor in order to turn my chair around. This thing goes inside. And then I thought I was going to use the pressure cooker. And I was going to cook up that chicken. But the more I thought about it, I'm going, for $8 or $9, I'm throwing the friggin' thing out. I'm not going to risk it, yeah. So I set up my my passenger seat. I turned it around. I installed my table here that I kept from the rear. I really like this. This works out really well. I can sit there. I can eat. I can work on the laptop, and it's just a recliner. It's really comfortable. So, let me get back so you can get a better view. But yeah, the van is a mess. It's a freaking mess. And then I had to shove everything in the back here. Oh, man. So I did a little maintenance. I had to fill my DEF. I got maybe a quart left, so I'm not going to... I'll use that in the next few hundred miles. I'll empty it into the tank, and I can get rid of that box. And then I had to put a quart of oil in the motor. I was down a quart of oil, so I took care of that this morning. So now I'm just going to clean up here. Get on Google, see where I can get a bag of ice and probably a steak for tonight. I think tonight I might do a pizza on the grill tonight. I have everything I need for that. I can do that. So, all right, guys, that's it for right now. Another little obstacle. So it's still here at the campground. It's full. This place is packed. It's all the sites. I got the last walk-in site. After I grabbed this about an hour later, which would have been about, because I got this at 3:30, so about 4:30, 5 o'clock, RVs were coming in, doing the circle, trying to find a unreservable, walk-in site, and I got the last one, so I was lucky there, real lucky. Yeah, this is, New Year's weekend, New Year's week. The kids are out of school because the kids are riding around and raising heck. And so I know they're out of school, although, they're out of school. This is Sunday, but still they don't go back until after the first of the year. And then, the people probably took vacation time and holiday time, so they're all camping. So I talked to the camp host. This camp is open year round. I'm in northeast Texas. Well, what was the name of this national forest here? I forgot the name of it. Something Davy, Crockett or something. I don't know. I forgot it. National forest, so you can look it up. northeast corner of Texas. So, they get a cold spell, but they don't really get hard winters. So they have these insulated bags that are tied to each water spigot. So when they get a cold front, they put this insulated bag over the faucet to keep it from freezing. And like I said, like right now it's 50, what is it here? 68 degrees here. Yeah, it may go down to 28 degrees tomorrow night, but it's a one night thing, and then it'll go back up. The lows will be back in the upper 30s, low 40s. So yeah, so they, down here they have a long season, nice season for camping. No bugs out. All right, well, I'll get back to you a little bit later. Keep this video going. I got to fill it with some kind of content that's interesting. But yeah, do not buy that 12-volt freezer. In fact, I think I'm done with the 12. I'm just going to stick with my ice. I know it's kind of a pain in the ass, but at least I know I'll get in a rhythm with it. And with the motorcycle, I can shoot into town, or I can go get a bag of ice every 3 days if I'm established somewhere. So I think it'll work out. It'll still work out. All right, later. All right, guys. I'm gonna get out the Instapot here, and we're gonna do some hard-boiled eggs. I need room in my refrigerator, so we're gonna do hard-boiled eggs. And I like munching on these things anyway, but this is like the best way to do eggs. It's unbelievable. When you crack the shell, it just peels right off. It's like peeling an orange. It just comes right off. None of the egg. Every time I do regular hard-boiled eggs in boiling water, half the white yolk comes off with the shell. It's what a pain in the neck. So this is awesome. This is really, really, really good. I like this. And I didn't get it. I didn't get the Instapot just for my eggs, but this is just a perk. All right, so you put 1 cup of water in this little basket. You don't put the eggs in the water. Just above the water. You need the water to build up steam to make the pressure. All right, so we got that in there. All right, that's on. Make sure you put it on lock. And then I'll plug it in right here. Let me just get the cord. I'll be right back. Okay, so we got it all plugged in. Nice thing about the Rebel, we have our 110 outlets right here. And then this particular Instapot, I have a setting right here. First of all, let's hit cancel, okay. And then we have a setting right here. It says eggs. You just press that. It takes 5 minutes. I hit start, and there we go. So it takes a few minutes for it to warm up. The cooking is for 5 minutes, and then you do the natural. If you're cooking veggies and stuff, you do the natural venting, but I'm going to do an instant venting. So once this is done cooking and it goes into venting, I will release the pressure up here. But what I do in the van is I put a towel over this vent. Otherwise, steam comes out of here. This whole van will be sweating, so I don't want to do that. Or you could do this outside, but I usually just put a towel. I do this at home too, especially underneath my cabinet. I put a towel over here, and the towel absorbs all the moisture from going into the air. And then from there, I just put it in cold water. I put the eggs in cold water until they cool down, and they're done. You stick them in the refrigerator in a bowl and pick at them when you want to have a snack. So I'll get back to you in, well, my time. Figure 10 minutes. Your time, I don't know, 2 seconds. Oh, what a day, what a day. So I took the bike out. I figured I'd go to Walmart. It's 23 miles from here. And I'd, resupply with a steak and some sausages, stuff that I lost with my freezer dying. So I head out on the bike. I get out to the main gate, and I took, which was, I thought, the right way, a left. And I'm going and going. 20 minutes, 25 miles later, I'm going, where is this town? So I pulled over. I was going the wrong freaking way. Oh man. So I turn around, and a mile from the campground there was this gas station, pretty well stocked with all kinds of stuff. So I just grabbed a bag of ice to convert my 12-volt freezer now into an ice chest. And I grabbed some ice. So tomorrow I'll go the other way to Walmart and get some food. So tonight I'm going to do a pizza on a cast iron grill, cast iron skillet. And getting a better coals here in my Solo. I need a good, I don't like cooking on a flame. I like to cook on coals that the heat's a little, steadier. So I'll put my riser on there, then I'll put the grill on the riser, then I'll put the cast iron skillet on top of that. So it will raise it up about, 8 or 9 inches off the opening. The coals will be another 6 inches down. So let's go inside, show you how I'm preparing this thing. Excuse me there, Molly. All right, so I got my dough. First, here's a skillet. This is a 12-inch. I put some I have I ended up grabbing one of these meat, they call it a meat pad. It's just a cast iron plate with holes. So I put a couple of 3/4 inch bolts underneath that, inside the skillet, to raise that metal plate up. Then because I want an air gap. I don't want my dough right on the pan because it'll just burn. So now I got a 1-inch air gap, or 3/4 of an inch air gap. And I put down some parchment paper. Then I oiled the back side of my dough, put that on the parchment paper, put the dough in here, and then oil this side. Now I'm getting ready to, I'm not making my sauce from scratch, sorry. So I'm going to put the sauce on there. And then we're going to put some peppers. I got some mushrooms, some scallions, and then we'll put Parmesan cheese. Unfortunately, I lost the sausage that I was going to put on there today. So, but I have some roast beef slices, so I might cut that up and sprinkle that on the top. And I'll show you when it's all ready to go. And hopefully, and I've already done this already at home. I've tried it, and it worked out great. So let me continue putting the prep on here in the order that I just explained, and then I'll come back. Okay, guys, we're ready. We're ready for the flames. We got it all down. I grated my own cheese. When you read what's in that pre-graded packages, you won't be buying that anymore. It is garbage. And they put sawdust. They mix sawdust with that cheese to keep it from, going bad, I guess. So, yep, it's, I grade my own now, so. Molly just had her dinner. How are we doing over there? Flames. I'm just about ready to put this on there. All right, let's do that. Okay, let's see how we did. Oh, it smells awesome. All right, let's see. Let's see what it looks like on the bottom, if I can Oh, look at that. Perfect. Did you see that? Look at that. Oh, no. Okay, perfect. All right. I need 2 hands now. But there it is. Cast iron skillet over the fire pizza. Okay. Now I can show you what I did here to keep the pizza off the back. Let me lift this up. I don't want to touch it. See, I have 3 bolts. They're about 5/8 thickness of big bolts, 3/4 inch or 5/8 bolts. But you could use 3/4 inch bolts too. This is a metal meat pan plate. This is a meat plate. I got it on Amazon. It's all cast iron, and it keeps. There's like a 3/4 inch air gap underneath this plate. Then I put the parchment paper. Then I put my dough, oiled the bottom of the dough. Then I put my dough over the parchment paper, and then, built my pizza from there. But you got to keep it off the bottom, or it's going to burn on you. And that's the secret. Okay. Yeah, baby. Yep. This is it. Here in Texas. The great state of Texas. Pizza, fire, and my beer. Okay. I think this is going to be a good segment here to close out this video. So, if you like what you've seen, tune in next week. We'll see. I'm on my way to Big Bend National Park in South Texas. Okay. See you next week.